It was a dark and stormy night when Jennifer and Mark moved into their new home. Little did they know, their seemingly peaceful abode had a terrifying secret lurking within its walls. Unbeknownst to them, the house had a history of paranormal activity that would soon consume their lives. At first, the strange occurrences were subtle. An unexplained creak here, a flickering light there. Jennifer and Mark dismissed them as mere quirks of an old house. But as the days turned into weeks, the activity intensified, turning their dream home into a nightmare. One evening, as the couple settled into bed, they heard a faint whisper echoing through the room. "Get out!" it hissed, barely audible. Startled, they brushed it off as a figment of their imagination. However, as the nights wore on, the whispers grew louder, more insistent, and undeniably sinister. Unable to sleep, Jennifer suggested setting up cameras throughout the house to capture any evidence of the strange occurrences. Mark reluctantly agreed, hoping that it would provide some reassurance and help them find a rational explanation. The next morning, they reviewed the footage, and what they saw chilled them to the core. Objects moved on their own, shadowy figures danced across the screen, and eerie whispers filled the air. It was clear that something malevolent resided in their home, and it was growing stronger by the day. As the weeks turned into months, Jennifer and Mark's lives descended into chaos. Doors slammed shut, furniture toppled over, and unexplained bruises appeared on their bodies. Sleep became a distant memory as the entity terrorized them through the night, tormenting their very souls. Desperate for help, they reached out to a renowned paranormal investigator named Dr. Emily Adams. She arrived at their house armed with her knowledge and a determination to uncover the truth. Dr. Adams delved into the history of the property, unearthing a dark secret. Decades ago, a malevolent cult had used the house for their sinister rituals. They had summoned an ancient evil, and the lingering spirits remained trapped within the walls. Driven by revenge and a thirst for power, these vengeful entities targeted any unfortunate souls who dared to inhabit the house. As Dr. Adams conducted her investigation, the paranormal activity escalated to terrifying heights. The entity, now fully unleashed, manifested as a demonic presence. It stalked Jennifer and Mark, taunting them with gut-wrenching laughter and nightmarish visions that twisted their sanity. In a final, desperate attempt to escape the clutches of the malevolent force, Jennifer and Mark decided to leave the house. But as they gathered their belongings, the entity unleashed its full wrath. The walls shook violently, furniture flew across the room, and the air became thick with an otherworldly presence. In a harrowing race against time, Jennifer and Mark struggled to flee, their hearts pounding with fear. Just as they reached the front door, the house fell into an eerie silence. They cautiously turned back, only to see the once demonic entity dissipate into the darkness. Exhausted and traumatized, Jennifer and Mark moved far away from the haunted house, hoping to leave the horrors behind. However, the memories of their paranormal ordeal would forever haunt their dreams, a constant reminder that evil could lurk where one least expects it. The house stood silent and foreboding, awaiting its next unsuspecting victims, its dark secret buried within its walls until the cycle of terror began anew.